This week on Lagos Update. Lagos creates more entrepreneurs, graduates over 5,000 trainees from its skill acquisition program. Lagos State Government approves 15.5 million naira for final year undergraduates. These are the tidbits on Lagos Update this week. The Lagos State Ministry of Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation held a graduation ceremony for trainees from its skills acquisition centers recently. Some 5,951 men and women were trained at the centers. Addressing the graduates, the First Lady of Lagos State, Her Excellency Mrs. Bola Ambode, highlighted that the training was designed to empower them individually to plan and live their lives productively.
Establishment of skill acquisition centers by the Lagos State Government is a deliberate initiative at building society through direct training of ladies, young women, and others with various skills and vocations. This is meant to pull you out of the unemployment market, make you economically self-dependent, and eventually employers of labor. Your successful completion of training on a particular skill has given you the individual empowerment you need to properly plan your lives and live happily as Lagosians and Nigerians with a whole and a future.
The senator representing the Lagos Central Senatorial District, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, also had words of encouragement for the graduating participants.
What you have today, you already have your life set out in front of you. It depends on what you do with it. So I congratulate the parents, congratulate the graduates of today, that if you do well with it, what you lay your hands upon will prosper. And I congratulate the government again, and the commissioner and team, and say congratulations and thank you for the invitation.
Recently, we graduated almost 6,000 of our students from the skill acquisition centers. What we do is to ensure that people acquire skills, and we have 17 skill acquisition centers all over the state in the 5 divisions. You have in Ekpe, you have in Badagry, we have in Ikeja, we have in Lagos, and we have in Ikorodu. So we have these skill acquisition centers scattered all over the place so that it is just a walking distance, or you will just take just one bus to get to where you're going.
Governor Ambode was represented by the Commissioner for Wealth Creation and Employment Generation, Mr. Babatunde Durosimieti. He said the era of being trained to take up white-collar jobs was gone forever.
After getting this training, has been awesome to me, because immediately after the training, I started my own outfit in shoemaking, which is T-foot, and with that, I've been able to carve an inch for myself.
This is a good strategy, and those graduates went through 3 months training each in various vocations. They will never be the same again, and you could listen to the enthusiasm in a lot of them. You could listen that, in fact, some of the best graduating students, some of them have gotten jobs, they've gotten employed, it made them more employable. It was a combination of both academic training and practical training. Internship brings out the social capital in them within the working environment.
They don't pay anything. It's free. Even the demonstration materials, everything is free.
After my training and my IT, I was able to secure a job at this popular eatery where I work as a baker, and ever since then I can say, aside from that, I also collect jobs outside, I make profits and all that.
We have these entrepreneurial skills, because after they are graduated, we'll want them to learn things about entrepreneurship, because if they just go into it without knowing how to manage their products, then it may be difficult. So we want to teach them that you don't spend the capital and many more things like that. So we are arranging that, and there's going to be an entrepreneurial summit too.
And definitely our ministry is probably going to work with Ministry of Women's Affairs and Poverty Alleviation to see how their skills can be upgraded to become entrepreneurs. For those that are entrepreneurs, I mean, for those that want to start their own business, we might be able to sort of upskill them, see how they can access little loans from the Employment Trust Fund at about 3%. And for others, we could also make them employable through our employment exchange, our labor exchange centers, which we have coming up. We have 3 up now, and we have additional 2 coming up in 2 other divisions of the state.
And in these skill acquisition centers, we have about 18 skills, vocational skills that you can acquire. Some of them graduated in hairdressing, computer studies, sewing, fashion design, hairdressing, barbing, bead making, hat making, catering and hotel management, bricklaying, aluminum fabrication, and once you finish, we also empower you, start-off kits. So if you remove like 6,000 of our roaming students from the streets, you know what that means. It reduces criminality all over the place, and it creates wealth, and through that, it increases our GDP too.